everyone, today I'll be reviewing A Haunting in Venice. This movie, it is right now, it is available on Hulu, and it is starring and directed by Kenneth Branagh. So I kind of liked the first two movie, Modern on Orient Express, starring Johnny Depp, and Death on Nile. Both of this movie I enjoyed, so I was excited to see this movie. But when I saw the trailer for this movie, I was really surprised the way the trailer looked, because the trailer made you look like it was a supernatural, like some supernatural horror element will have in this movie. Although the way they add all the supernatural stuff in this movie, I found personally very interesting. Overall, I still quite enjoy this movie. Although this movie, it isn't perfect by any means. Some of the plays this movie, it does drag a little bit, and it is a little slow pace. All the characters are not, all of them are interesting, but some of them are interesting. And the main murder mystery, or should I say, the murder happened here in this movie. I was like, oh, that's very interesting. Although, who is end of it? Like, who is the main murderer in this movie? I found that a little bit lame, especially the motive for murder. I was like, that is a little bit lame, I guess. But overall, still, I enjoyed this movie. And I think if you like the first two movies, you should check this out. Obviously, when this movie came out, there was a little bit confusing around the people because of the trailer made some people think it is a supernatural horror mystery thriller, although it isn't. It is just a murder mystery thriller. It is based on this hugely popular book, Agatha Christie. So I never read those books, I don't know. So I personally, every time I see Hercule played by Kenneth Branagh, his character is always a little bit, he's really weird, the way he talk and the way he do stuff. I do find him a little bit over the top, a little bit exaggerated character. But end of the day, I think this movie, they are done really well, very well directed by Kenneth Branagh. Although as an actor, he does over the top. Once again, this movie's production design, takes place in Venice, and I thought the movie's production design location really works for the movie. It's so good. Even the last movie, Death on Nile, that movie's location and production design really worked for that movie. Same thing here, and I thought this movie was quite interesting. Although you will find some places drag here and there, overall, if you give this movie a chance, you will really enjoy. So I'll now talk about the spoiler. If you have not seen the movie, this is a supernatural horror thriller movie? No, it isn't. It is a sequel to the Murder on Orient Express and Death on Nile. So if you have seen those two movies, it will be sequel to that. So now I'll be talking about the motive for killer. Obviously, in this movie, Hercule, he was there in a palazzo to investigate this psychic played by Michelle Yeoh. He was there to investigate, she is fraud, she is talking to dead, but she's actually fraud. Although in this movie, we see Michelle Yeoh's character is a fraud. And the reason for the mom who is killed her own daughter by accident, because she overdosed her and she was killed by this poison from her garden. I was like, that is very interesting. Same time, I was like, are you kidding me? This mom is really crazy. She went extra length to keep her daughter from getting married to this guy that she poisoned her. Whoa. That is really I don't know. I found it end of it that I was saying the murder, the reason behind it is a little bit lame, but overall the way it was done, I was like, especially the concept that for this movie, you could have watched it and if you could find this is really interesting, especially Kenneth Branagh, Hercule, the reason for him to see all this ghost and the hallucination, the reason behind it is interesting. Overall, once again, I really like the production design. although the casting is not that impressive. If I compare with the last movie, had a huge star like Gal Gadot. This one, the big star is Tina Fey, I guess, and the mother, what was this actress? She's a little bit old, I guess Riley or something. She's not that impressive. Jamie Dornan, he's not that impressive. A lot of people don't like him. He's from 50 Shades of Grey, so he was okay. He's not that good actor, is he? However, I do like Tina Fey personally. I thought Tina Fey was good. Is she fit for this kind of movie? That is, I don't know. I thought she was okay. Overall, as you can see, or as you can tell, I really enjoyed this movie. If you give it a chance, you will enjoy this movie. Especially if you like last two movie, you will like this one. I think this is better than the last one. And that was my thought on this. Let me know in the comment, what do you think about this movie? If you enjoyed this review, don't forget my other reviews on other movies. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.